If you've clicked this video, thank you very much. No doubt you're interested to find out all about the Victoriana from Glen Scotia. This non-age statement, 54.2% ABV, non-chill filtered, natural colour. I thought this was going to be a really simple review to do because I've done lots and lots of the Glen Scotias. Once I got into this one, guys, it was so complex. It's not as easy as I thought. Let me explain why. Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to The Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, another new week, another new video. Yes, another brand new video. In today's brand new video, I'm heading back onto Campbeltown. You're probably sick of the sight of seeing me on Campbeltown, but it's such quality product that's coming out of there. I don't know if you can hear the weather, guys. We've got a wee bit of a storm going on outside, so hopefully it's not affecting the sound too badly. Glen Scotia Victoriana. Over the last couple of years, I've just about reviewed everything that Glen Scotia has put out. I've pretty much reviewed the whole core range. I've done the double cask, I've done the 15, I've done the 18, I've done the 25. I've done all the Campbeltown, all 4 Campbeltown Festival bottles. I've done last year's special release, the 11-year-old double sherry cask. And I've just done this year's seasonal 12-year-old cask strength, which really only left me with the Victoriana left to do. All of you eagle-eyed viewers that watch the channel on a regular basis will probably realise that I've already done a Victoriana. I did it about 2 years ago. It was Whiskey Friend review number 50. The one I did last year was 54.8. This one is 54.2. So a little bit back on the ABV. Natural colour, non-chill filtered. How do we know? Because it states it all over the bottle. So just about all the boxes ticked, guys. It's just the non-age statement one. Does this need to be a non-age statement? I think as we get through the review, you'll probably find I have no problem with this being a non-age statement. Just a quick one, I don't want to tip my hand too much, but anybody that's had a better non-age statement this year than this one, then please dive into the comments and let me know, because I don't think I've come across it yet. So yeah, let's dive into this one, folks. It is, yeah, Victoriana. Beautiful tall bottle. It's probably the tallest bottle on my shelf, and I can only really get it on the top. I could probably squeeze it into the middle ones, but it's a bit of a squeeze. It's a top shelf bottle, but it's a top shelf whiskey, so it makes sense. Beautiful green bottle, almost reminds me of an Islay bottle. Lovely green colour. It's been covered up for the last hour and a half with Whiskey Friend coin number 64 on this one. Super. But let's get into this one. So the cask maturation is first and second fill ex-bourbon barrels. Then it goes through a finishing period for about 12 months in heavily charred PX casks and heavily charred American oak barrels. The reason why I thought this was going to be a tough video, folks, because I've been practicing with it over the last week or so, and every time I taste it or nose it or sip it, I get so much difference every single time. What a beautifully complex whiskey this is. But what I'm getting, I'm going to give you what I'm getting at the moment. Dare I say it's a little bit dirty. It's got a little hint of dirtiness around it. Maybe a little bit of Campbeltown, a little bit of funky note. It's sweet. It's woody. It's spicy. A little bit of spiced oak getting in there. Maybe a little bit of furniture polish in the back, finely polished furniture. Then it becomes, you've got the caramel, you've got the toffee. Wow, it's malty, it's sweet. So the sweetness is giving me at the moment, it's like a kind of walking into a sweet shop. So it's got a kind of confectionery note, maybe some boiled sweets, maybe some boiled strawberries, raspberries. Wow, toffee's there, the caramel's there, but it's a kind of, it's kind of roasted, toasted, maybe from those heavily charred barrels. Wow, it's like burnt toffee. Wow, what a nose. Don't know where to start, guys. I was hoping this was going to be a quick video, but I think this might be a wee bit longer than normal. Wow, but it's beautiful caramel, beautiful honey. It's sweet. At the same time, it's got that savoury note. A little bit of savoury going on. Coastal, salty, briny. Typical coastal notes from Glen Scotia. I think the typical characteristics of Glen Scotia does that coastal salty note. I think that character, the spirit from Glen Scotia works wonderfully with those heavily charred PX casks. I think it's given the sweetness, but it's beautifully integrated. So I think they really work well with the PX, with the Glen Scotia character. That salty, briny, coastal sea salt, sea spray. Wow, what a nose. Those strawberries now are becoming a little bit, they're going to be a wee bit more kind of juicy. Strawberry, raspberry, blackcurrant, red fruit. Maybe a little bit of dried fruit in there. So there's so much going on in the nose of this whiskey, folks. But it's definitely salty and coastal, briny. Maybe a little hint, people are saying there's some smoke in here. I'm not picking up much smoke, but just on that last little whiff there, I probably picked up a little bit of, maybe a little hint of tobacco, but I don't think it's smoke. I think it maybe cigar leaf, maybe tobacco, rolled tobacco rather than smoky tobacco. And I think there's just a little touch of old leather in there as well. So I'm hoping that's giving me a little bit of age in here. So, folks, I know I could go on for another 10 minutes nosing this. Vanilla, spice, vanilla. It's just so much. A little bit of medicinal, citrus. There's just anything you could wish for is in this glass. So, guys, without any further ado, if you've watched the channel for a while, you know where this is going now. This is going straight down the hatch. Cheers. Oh my. So good. So good. The arrival is powerful, intense. On the nose, there was a little prickle on the nose with a 54.2, but certainly on the palate it becomes much more intense. Comes in big, comes in powerful, comes in intense, spicy. The mouthfeel is oily, waxy, creamy, syrupy, dense, heavy, chewy, you name it, it has it all. Wow. And that's just on the arrival. It's spicy, big cinnamon note, clove, ginger, pepper, black pepper. Wow. Let me just have a second sip of this one, folks, before I miss something. Wish me luck. Wow. Considering now that second sip was a wee bit easier to sip on, that 54.2 certainly lets you know. You certainly know it's a cask strength whiskey, folks. Would you know it's a non-age statement? I don't think so. It's oily, it's creamy, it's waxy. Here comes those red fruits. That's strawberry, raspberry, blackcurrant. It's gone a little bit jammy, sticky. Blackcurrant jam, strawberry jam. A little bit of juicy fruit. Wow, there's a little bit of tropical fruit now as well. So maybe a little bit of banana. A little bit of coconut maybe. I usually find one of the characteristics of Glen Scotia is usually there's a little tropical note in there. Wow, this is so nice. There's a little bit of smoke there now, guys. I think there's a little bit. I don't think it's peaty. I think it's just that heavily charred. It's giving that little bit of a smoke effect on there. But as you really get into it, it comes into its own. Those apples are there. It's lots of citrus, lots of vanilla, lots of honey, lots of toffee, sticky fruits. Maybe some orchard fruit in there as well, but juicy orchard fruit. It's spicy, it's oaky. Maybe some spiced wood going on in there as well now. Wow. Let me have another sip of this, folks. It's just such a complex whiskey. Wow. The coastal notes are definitely there as well. It's a little bit salty, a little bit briny. It's fresh outdoors. The spices there throughout. Nice spicy. If you like spicy whiskies, then guys, you're going to love this one. I don't think it's the ABV. I think now there's loads of spicy wood in there. I think those charred casks are definitely contributing towards these spices. It's creamy, it's vanilla, it's oily, it's waxy. I know I've gone over all this before, but it's woody. The fruits, the balances, is it balanced? You bet it's balanced. It's wonderfully balanced. It's beautifully integrated. It's beautifully put together. The PX and the American oak casks and those ex-bourbon casks are all working independently of each other, but they're all contributing. Wonderful piece of work. Wow, there's some bitter dark chocolate. Maybe some, is it creamy chocolate, milk chocolate? Maybe milk chocolate. Heading towards the finish, it's still spicy. The chocolate's there. It's gone a little bit nutty. It's a real nutty note coming in there now. Wow, so nice. Let me try and do a little bit for the finish, folks, and I'm going to try and conclude this one because this has been a tough video to put together. I don't know how many takes I've had of it, but wow. Let me do a little bit for the finish and then I'll score it and I'll try and get out of here. Wow. Okay, it's just getting so easier to sip. The more sips you have of it, responsible drinking, of course. The spice is still there. The pepper, the black pepper. The texture is wonderful. It's full flavoured. It's full bodied. It's savoury. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's definitely some smoke now there on the end. The old leather's definitely there heading into the finish. The ginger is into the finish. The chocolate is into the finish, and maybe a little bit of that fruity citrus characters just diving in the end of the finish. It's a long finish, folks. This just goes on and on for days. Wow. So you can probably gather I'm excited again, folks. So when I get excited, I think you know there's going to be a good score in this one. I've just done the Glen Scotia 12. That has an age statement on it. Similar ABV. Wow. Is it as good? Well, here's a score. I scored this one. I'm sure I scored this 92 out of 100. Just to let you know, guys, that has a 12-year age statement. This is non-age statement, so there's no age on it. So I'm going to score this one. I'm actually loving the Victoriana. I thought this was probably the best Glen Scotia I had to date this year. I think it's just been surpassed by this Victoriana. I'm going to score this at 93 out of 100, and I know that's a big score, folks, for a non-age statement whiskey. It's round about £65 a bottle. I think I picked this up one for £55 on offer, which I think is an absolute steal. I'm just sorry I never bought 2 bottles of it now, or a couple of bottles, or maybe even a case of it. It's such a good whiskey. Well done, Glen Scotia. Thoroughly enjoying it, loving it. 93 out of 100. Wow. If, guys, dive into the comments. If you've tried any of the Glen Scotia Victorianas, let me know what you thought of them. Are they as good? Does it matter that it's non-age statement? Would you like to see an age statement on it? Dive into the comments and let me know. Is there a better non-age statement out there currently at the minute, folks, in that kind of price point? 65 to 75, sorry, 55 to 65. Is there a better non-age statement out there? I don't think I've seen one to date this year. Dive in again, let me know. As always, guys, if you've liked the video, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that button down below. Big red button. Just a friendly reminder from me today, it doesn't cost you anything, it's completely free, and you're helping the channel massively on its way, and I can't believe I'm saying it, the magical 5k. Big thanks to everybody who's subscribed. Big double thanks to anybody who's about to subscribe. Big thanks to my Patreon supporters, guys. I know you don't get much from me. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm shipping out some samples here, there and everywhere. If you want to check out the Patreon page, guys, feel free. You can subscribe for as little as $1 a month. It helps support the channel. If you want to, I'll drop all the links into the description. If you want to pick up some Whiskey Friend coins and support the channel, all the links will be in the description. Dive in. Probably the last Campbeltown maybe this year, unless the heavily peated Kilkerran comes out before Christmas. But I think I'm pretty much done with Campbeltown now, so onwards and upwards. Don't know where I'm going to go next. But as always, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend, and as always, the pleasure's in the sharing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Down the hatch.